Okay, well, happy afternoon shift live stream, Grownup Adjacent people. What's up? Today we're playing, obviously, one of my new favorites, Transformers. Let the cutscenes play. Sorry for the delay, ladies and gentlemen. So I've had Transformers. Let's roll out is right. I've had Transformers in the house for a couple days. I played it before, but never really got into the flow or the shots until just recently. Until it's in, I'm starting to figure out what to do other than just shooting the flashing lights. So we're going to do some of that today. So 1 second and we'll start up.
Skill shot.
So there was a code update today, and from what I understand, it had a few quality of life changes, code changes, obviously, code changes, code update. But one of them I think I'll look forward to is scoring is 4 to 10 times higher, which
It is not over yet. Me Grimlock.
one thing, I don't know if you guys all saw my Facebook post this morning, but
Megatron has built a device to siphon
after my
all
last
energy from the
stream
sun.
of Transformers,
Can
I
the
got
Autobots stop this insidious plan in time.
some copyright
As we
warnings,
begin
and
this
turns out there's
episode
like
of the Transformers
10 different songs in the game that are Hasbro registered. So we'll just deal with that later. Last mode, the silent needle or whatever it was. It's basically hitting the small stand-up targets. It is beatable.
Good work, Autobots. Now follow me. You seem to be losing your cool.
Might be double danger
Shoot
now.
pop bumper to light dino jackpot.
So the correct thing to do would have been to open the coin door.
If you wanted my attention, you have it now. Keep collecting. Perhaps we can use the space bridge to our advantage.
The playfield is now 2x. What good will it do you?
I think that's a new call out.
This is a battle of attrition. Card collected.
Card collected.
I don't remember there being cards to collect before, but anyways.
Skill shot.
I've started to slightly trust the center post a little bit, which the only game I really trust the center post with is Terminator 2. I feel like mine has like a truck tire for a center post rubber. What's up, Buster Chops? So I wasn't able to get in my morning stream today. I had to go and drop my child off at her sporting event.
Better luck next time.
We made a difference.
There we go. The Simpsons.
We now return to the Transformers.
Fortunately, I have a delicate ball-saving technique.
Breathe. I'm starting to wonder, like, maybe G.I. Joe, but like what other afternoon cartoon would have a whole bunch of music tracks baked in and score? Like I didn't really realize Transformers had so many. I thought there was just like the one song. What's up?
Next time, you won't be saved.
Yeah, no, Busted Chops, that's a good question. After a few days of ownership, what are my initial thoughts on Transformers? So I really like how it traps up. I really like how it traps up comfortably versus, yeah, Batman the Animated Series. That would have quite a few music tracks too. I'll segue off for a second, but so my first live stream of Transformers, I got like 8 copyright warnings or 10 on YouTube, and it made me realize, holy crap, there's actually that many songs in here in the modes, and I didn't even play all the modes. So obviously they had written quite a bit of music and Hasbro registered it, but and yeah, Irish Luck, I didn't stream this morning. I had to drive my daughter to her ringette camp. So but yeah, to answer your question, Busted Chops, after a couple days of owning Transformers, I'd say it is a little more difficult than it looks. Like, I would compare its difficulty to Jurassic Park so far. Some of the shots even feel similar. But for me, the kind of non-stop nostalgia dose was, you know, it was expected, but I didn't think it would be. I didn't remember remembering all the music and the characters. And so
become this twisted hunter's next trophy.
It's been a huge audio
this episode
experience
of the Transformers.
MK Quote, welcome in too. But so how would I rate it? How would I rate it? I think it's going to stop the timer if I hold this. Okay, it did. So the visuals are obviously awesome. The visuals are excellent. 9 out of 10 for the visuals with the light show. I love the art. I think the art's great. I like how there's large arrows indicating what to shoot at. I have a mid-level disappointment that Optimus doesn't do anything, but if we didn't know that one day it did, I might have cared less. I have had flawless shots from Megatron. So Megatron shooting into the, over here near Grimlock, that's worked perfectly. The right ramp that looks like Foo Fighters impossible to get up ramp seems to be no problem. So even with my flippers turned down a bit, the right ramp is achievable. The 3 stand-up targets I find easy to pick off, which I love. I love picking off stand-up targets. I love picking them off in, Winchester, but also King Kong. You can aim at one and hit it almost every time with a moderate skill level. I love a captive ball that's close, so you can smash it and it does what it's supposed to do. The shots on the left are challenging. You can backhand this little ramp scoop thing that feeds the ball back to here, no problem. So far, the highlights for me are the multiple physical ball locks. So you have a dual ball physical ball lock here, a single ball physical ball lock there with a post, and then the balls that lock behind Megatron before he shoots them back at you. So I like all those things. I'm a huge fan of magnets, and I don't see really any magnets in this game, but yeah, Matthew says visuals and art are awesome, which they had more music from the movie. Makes me wonder if they will add a track or two. But I feel like also, so DCW says their machine plays a heck of a lot better after 300 plays. I feel like I get a little bit better after about 300 plays too. That's a huge factor. But so far, I'm trying to think of something I don't love. Once in a while, if you get a real high velocity shot to the stand-up targets, it'll kind of airball back, but nothing too crazy. You can snipe Optimus's leg from the right flipper because you do need it to kind of cash out some modes. Now, I got an LE version. I got an LE because the lighting and the speakers and the back glass and the foil art, those are the reasons why I chose the LE. It was like $3,000 more, but for this one I went with it. And my powder coat guy stopped doing powder coat, so that was actually a factor, believe it or not. I like to powder coat my machines and pick it and go and get the swatches, but probably after a couple more days of play, I can really decide where this game stacks up versus other games, if that makes sense. Right now, if I were to make comparisons, to me, it feels similar to Jurassic Park. And I say that because it has a similar hard to hit shot from the right upper flipper. Some of the ramps, like this ramp and the right ramp, feel very Foo Fighters exact. I like that there's an extra sling hiding here, and the extra sling throws some randomness, almost like a magnet, because you expect just a nudge there, but no, it shoots all over the place. And he said, how's the rail to the upper flipper going? It's okay. I would say mine needs to move back a little bit because it kind of bounces on the way to that flipper. But when I initially played this game, I remembered it being easier. Maybe I'm just not dialed in yet, or I don't know. But
Card collected.
I think this card collected thing is new. There was a big code update today. There we go. Look how it's butter to get the ball up there and to hit Optimus from the right flipper like I just did. But again, kind of unexpected things.
Press on. We have little time.
But yeah, Enzo, by the way, welcome in. Enzo, Matt, Menkei Quote, Busted Chops. Nice to see you guys in DWDC, Irish Luck. Nice to see you guys. Like I said, but maybe before you guys strolled in, but the nostalgia is surprising because don't forget, I'm in my mid 40s, almost exactly. I was like 6, 7, or 8 when this show, Gen 1 Transformers, was on TV. And it's kind of surprising. Like, I remember all the music and songs from when I was 6, 7, or 8. That's why, like, I'm a little surprised that I'm humming along to all the songs. And then, like, the sound effects when the Transformers do their transform thing. Oh my God, it's awesome. One other highlight too, not to be only positive, but my 11-year-old daughter loves the game. So one of my in-house roommates / critics, game critics, which is important. I'm always looking for games that, you know, her and my wife will look forward to coming down and playing. What's up, Stringer, as well? Nice to see you, dude.
A big game hunter has kidnapped several of the Autobots to bring his pride into a trap. Will Optimus become this twisted hunter's next trophy? As we begin this episode of The Transformers.
Oh, nice. I trusted the post.
We have not much time. 5, 4, 3.
So see, this is a little tough.
We are
I
out
missed
of
it.
time.
To kind of cash out, I guess, you got to hit the...
Final blow.
Oh, my...
Time added.
I'm surprised it doesn't freak the machine out. My coin door opened.
Bye, friends. Goodbye.
What's up, Cupboard? Have I played Mystery Mansion? I played Haunted Mansion. I don't know if I played Mystery Mansion.
High score.
I think the game screwed up because the coin door opened. Shoot. I think that's what
Great
happened.
victory over the Decepticons.
But Winchester, I have Winchester. It's right there. It's the new and shiny still.
As I expected.
We made a difference. That is all we can ask for.
So you know what else is also funny? Like, I've been playing Winchester and I do love it. But I feel like I'm playing the same modes again and again and again. I got to look up how to like mode select or something. I feel like I'm playing the same stuff. But... And Matthew, are you saying the playfield's dark on this game, or what? I'm trying to keep up. Winchester. I can make the Transformers playfield a little bit lighter. Maybe a little bit better. That's a little more representative of what I'm looking at. I like to turn up the fake light, the ISO too much, but I know Irish Luck. They're probably, if I ever got tired of Winchester, I probably could let it go. It's one that if I ever stop. So my problem with Winchester is there's almost every shot is challenging. Do you know what I mean? Almost every shot is hard and it plays pretty quick. And actually my current gripe with Winchester is keeping the balls on the freaking flippers. Keeping the balls on the flippers is a pita with Winchester. I'm going to move the rig over a bit. Anyways, these are pinball privilege issues. I am very aware, but And yeah, Cupbird, I don't know if it's that's the one you were referring to, but yes, I have Winchester Mystery House. It came almost the exact same time and financially ruined me as Transformers. Those were two that, okay, so for Winchester, you guys are welcome to try this same scam. Okay, I'm just looking if my wife's around, but when I told my wife I'm going to buy Winchester, I'm like, it's probably going to come in like a year or two. They're making like 6 a week. So it did take 8 months, but anyways, the scam works until they all arrive at once. Then you're fucked. Yeah, I'm busted chops. I'm getting used to it, but it's hard. So I'm trying to train myself to trap up more and stop and think and play like a tournament player. Pretend I have that level of brain power, but no, Winchester doesn't let you do that. The ball is rolling off of the flippers. It's basically, I would say the flippers are very similar to Godzilla or Jaws. They want to fall off of there.
Me, Grimlock.
So.
You want to play?
Well, you know what Cosmic Gold said in the chat? They have a Transformers Pro at home and have a hell of a time breaking 200 million. Okay, so today a code update came out for Transformers, and it said that the scoring has been, I don't know, is it buffed? It has been improved to be like 4 times or 10 times higher. So we shall see. But well, this is the thing, Stringer. So I'm a little worried. So I told you, but my wife did authorize me to commit to buying Bon Jovi. And it was kind of like the thrill of the hunt was over at that point. But anyways, so I haven't ordered a Bon Jovi. I would like one, but I'm really excited I can't have them all. And there's other stuff that's coming out, and I'm kind of just happy with the collection I have right now. I want to peel off a few. So, but Bon Jovi is a fun game. My worry is though, because I was like excited and hyped up Bon Jovi that I would get one earlier, like I would somehow be near the front of the group, or maybe the line, maybe they haven't sold too many. I don't know. I don't want one right now.
Is Optimus Prime.
I'll take one in a year. So, Astrid, I don't know. It was my doorbell. Someone's outside. It was weird. I was trying to explain to my daughter that we watched this show so much as kids, and we would actually run like the Transformers. Like, literally. We would literally run like that. And we would also refer to each other as friend, because they do that in the show too. They call each other friend. Hey, friend. It's very strange, but
Skill shot.
I don't know about Goonies. Like I said the other day, I watched Goonies recently, and I'm like, man, they can't show most of this film without getting canceled. Oh, shiznit.
This won't help. You're destined to fail.
I wonder if Spooky is going to do a Spooky Reserve thing with their fan club or something like, or if they're just going to lean into the FOMO again and, you know, release a mid-level ass game, have a bunch of frustrated people that don't want to admit it. And Stringer, there actually physically is not enough room. Actually, I can put a game or two more in here, but you can't pull glass out. So the games beside me, you can't pull the glass out of these. Stuff has to go. I have to sell some shit.
Kill shot.
I shall be avenged.
Do not worry, I've got you.
So have viewers in the chat, have you guys played The Big Lebowski? I've played it once, but I have zero memory. I just know that I got a game on it some extra.
Over here.
Come on, man. I think I gotta turn that flipper power back up. Boom, boom. What's up, John Eldridge as well? Ball 14 million is bad. So I was a little late getting started streaming after work today because
I will be fine.
there was a big update on Transformers that took a bit, but then like technical difficulties. John Eldridge, no problem, man. I love streaming, love the chat. But,
Cybertron has gifted us. I will be fine. I am made with die casting.
In the next episode of The Transformers.
try the harder mode since I'm on the back foot with score. Locked one in sound wave. You know what else I'm noticing? I don't know if it's just me noticing this, but I think Megatron's moving more. There's a big update today. I think Megatron's moving for no reason. I like that if it is, but...
What does the decoder reveal?
So yeah, John Eldridge talking about the tech skills to live stream. That is part of it.
Oh, better luck next time.
So long.
Also,
hero.
it's the troubleshooting the issues of keeping the stream alive. That's what really stresses me. Not stresses me out. It's not that. Irritates me. So today, like I turn it on and one of my images is off and one of my cameras isn't showing up. It's if anyone ever is getting started off live streaming, Streamlabs has VIP support that's like pretty cheap. I think it's like $60 for 6 months, something kind of negligible. But anyways, for getting started off, that is a way to go. But so Irish like talking about Dutch pinball. So I messaged, I got the images and stuff and some video for the Jesus edition of that I'm gonna put together in a video. Yeah, what about Alice? So is Alice production done? I have questions, but I don't know. I should sit between games, to be honest.
Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons, the Transformers. The Transformers, more than meets the eye.
Awesome. I appreciate that, John Elridge. DRI is one of my DRI, enter your initials, Dirty Pool are huge inspirations for me and kind of the standard at which I try to do what I do. I tried to trust the button. Well, shoot again.
Let me aid you in this fight.
Ooh, that was a tight shot. I snuck past the drop targets. Let's go, Megatron. There we go.
Keep up the collecting.
Autobots discover a lagoon filled with electrum, an indestructible substance. Will the Decepticons steal it all for themselves? As we begin this episode of The Transformers.
So, John, what is leaving? Are you talking about from this collection? My collection?
Grimlock, say shut it, Megatron. It is not over yet.
So one thing I'm considering doing to make some room in my basement here is taking one of my games to work and putting it in my office. I'm thinking of doing that. Because I can't let, I don't know, I'm not ready to let stuff go. Yeah, I'm not quite ready to purge, but again, like my friend Henry, he's also a hoarder of pinball machines, modern pinball machines. He said, you know, just sell what you can buy again. And I kind of think that's not a bad theory. Even, for example, I'm convinced they're going to bring their top games to Spike 3. So even, you know, could sell Jaws. I can't sell things. Jurassic Park is probably one that, one of my newer Sterns. Yeah, documentary. I think I will keep Godzilla 70th. I think it's pretty, and actually, it's my wife's one of her favorite games. So. I'm playing kind of shitty this afternoon.
Skill shot.
It's okay though. You know, John, you're probably closest to what I would do. Beetlejuice and Dungeons.
Card collected.
Space Junk 3000 subscribed to the channel for
What's
7 months.
Can
What's
the
up,
Autobots
Space
stop
Junk?
this insidious plan in time? As we begin this episode of The Transformers.
Thank you. Oh, what the hell is this? Oh my goodness. I pushed some buttons. What is this?
That was a thing. I pushed the this button. That was different. Okay. I never use those buttons, but anyways, apparently I do sometimes.
But you better look behind you. for sound wave.
Wheeljack, can you make out what this says?
Yeah, I know. Irish Luck, I found that button. It's this one. Is it this one?
Better luck next time, Autobot.
This one?
Right.
This one?
It's game over.
I don't know. It's a little gimmicky, but you know, it's there for when we need it. But speaking of gimmicks, I do have something I'm planning on doing for my short content, but I gotta film it. And I'll drop it soon, but you'll know when I see it. It's like an interrogation type thing, but it'll be fun or pathetic and pandering and embarrassing. All things I can pull off.
We now return to the Transformers.
I do like how it's quite often a different intro each time.
It is not over yet.
Groundhog Day.
Still a chance.
I do get that shot to reject sometimes, and that's what makes me feel like this is Jurassic Park adjacent. There, it worked that time.
Never give up.
There we go. Shoot. Got a little cheeky trying to get into yeah, so Doc Engineer said in the chat, looking at the first pics, looks like Stern designed the Costco Pokemon Home version to look very similar to the LE model. They're almost twins. So does this Costco Pokemon have all the same mechs and stuff? I just saw a Cool Toy posted a picture, like right as I was coming home from work, and yeah, it looks similar to the Pro Right. Does it have the big Meowth in the middle? Okay, GEC81 said, just curious to find out what you don't like about Beetlejuice. Okay. So, opinions of mine about Beetlejuice. The negatives are, I had persistent technical difficulties for almost 2 months. That, you can't ignore that. They did help me through it. I needed an extra harness, and that's fine. It was fixed. That's what happens when you buy the first games that come out. But for me, the only thing that maybe I'm a player that enjoys a less stop and start game. I don't know if that makes sense. And some of the shots are just kind of challenging, and I don't know. The problem with Beetlejuice 2, and I'm speaking from the heart, it's so overhyped. It's like, it almost is impossible to meet expectations. That is the truth. Like, because it was like unobtainium, you expect the game to be unobtainium, but the truth is it's just a normal game. That's kind of my take on it. So you know, not speaking negatively about it, Beetlejuice is on par with any other game. But when it's unobtainium and it's like, you know, hard, no one wants to sell it, they want to keep it, it's high value. You expect the game to be some sort of like S tier, top of the line game. It's a good game, but it's on par with any other manufacturer. That's all. It's not like I hate the game, but it has such high expectations that I'm trying to put my expectations there, and it's just not there yet. Also, like, I'm a cable management nerd, and the underside of the playfield is very different. So, and I would say Irish Luck, yes. Evil Dead, for reasons, is better than Beetlejuice. But again, actually playing Evil Dead, it's just a little better than most other games. And I've played a lot of games on Evil Dead and a lot of other games, but it's unobtainium, so it makes you just like... But the real win with Evil Dead was the callouts. The callouts and theme were like setting a whole new bar. And GEC 81, yes, I did play... I have played multiple copies of Beetlejuice. I've played around 5 different copies at different shows. I played 2 different copies at Southern Fried. The scoops and some of the stuff just is not for me. And I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying it's just the expectations were unachievable for me. Like, the game is the most beautiful game you've seen. The movie assets are the best. The sculpts are great. But when they make something that's so FOMO, it's like you can't ever achieve the satisfaction. I don't know. That's just kind of like, I'm just speaking from off the tip of my tongue. But the theme is definitely cool. It's definitely fun. But for me, it's more like a sit down and play game. Like, sit down and relax and have fun. Read in the chat as well. So yeah, it's not that I don't like Beetlejuice. It's, I had some very challenging technical issues for a couple months. My flippers were chattering. It was like seemingly unfixable. Positive things about Beetlejuice: they're very innovative with the toys. They the colors, the light show, and the code and audio has progressed so much since I got it. So, you know, I don't think I'm gonna sell it. I'm sort of worried that Winchester is gonna do the same thing, but it is a really fun game and it's very different. Extremely challenging shots, fun modes. It's spooky, it's creepy. So.
Shoot for sound wave.
But to offset that like maybe like negativity about Beetlejuice, I can say as they've made more and more games, they're progressing in the risks they're taking, the lighting, the code, the sound. So, you know, no shade whatsoever. But further to that too, like when I said like you don't hear people talk about it, I feel like it's like a subject that no one's going to talk about. Yet when you have a conversation behind closed doors, it is a thing people are talking about. So, and it also doesn't help that a good 20% of like the larger content creators are definitely like, you know. Anyways, I'm going to stop there. Bias is present, that's all.
in the next episode of The Transformers.
So Documengineer, that is exactly what I said. Documengineer in the
What
chat
is it?
says, I also believe the hype on these titles, once they're released, is such a high expectation that the game cannot or was never designed to fulfill. That is what I'm experiencing.
I expected.
That is
You
the
did well.
exact thing I'm experiencing. Like, whereas if it's a different game, like you have the opportunity to play a game and you're like, ooh, I want to buy that for my house. I'm going to order one and it'll come in a month or two. That's a different like situation. But yeah, when you pay sometimes full price in advance, months and months and months before a game arrives or is going to arrive. And for me, I didn't know at all when mine was going to arrive. That also pissed me off. That front loaded me with negativity. but yeah, Beetlejuice is the most beautiful game in the room, probably. And I think the theme integration is excellent. I love the graphics. There's a lot I love about it, but you know, it's almost impossible to live up to the hype when, you know, stuff is unobtainable like that. But
We now return to the Transformers.
so yeah, GEC81 says Kong is a great example of hype. Probably the best shooter. So shots and layout, as I'm a broken record in saying, Kong's shots and layout are incredible. Great. They feel like they're just dialed in out of the box. Maybe I got a really good copy, but the code as well is very good. As far as not having movie assets, they did pretty good with the animations. It's fun. Probably my only complaint about Kong is I do love music, and it could use, you know, 11 different songs. Like, you don't notice it, but there's like 11 different songs in Transformers. And that's the only thing about Kong. I like music when I play that's part of the game that pulls you in, and it doesn't have a lot of that. There's a little bit of catchy theme music, but nothing. Wasn't Kong a little bit unlucky with release dates too? It came out right around Harry Potter and Doom, I thought.
Take cover.
Me Grimlock want too much metal.
And something to keep in mind too, sometimes my thoughts and feelings change depending on the day of the week. So we're just dudes. I happen to be on the other side of a camera, but
You are destined to fail.
Big Game Hunter has kidnapped several of the Autobots to lure Optimus Prime into a trap. Will Optimus become this twisted hunter's next trophy? As we begin this episode of The Transformers.
that's a cool piece of advice. Documengineer said from here on out, he recommends that I just buy the home editions of games. That way the expectations are lower and then they blow you away. Well, I'll tell you, I really want to play the Pokemon Home Edition. I wasn't expecting it to come out. I didn't know anything about that being announced.
Tech spec collected.
I gotta turn up my left flipper. I'm not able to backhand the left metal ramp here.
Supplies incoming.
You did your best. That is all anyone can ask. Never give up. It's not over yet.
Shoot capture ball for playfield multiplier.
See, look how easy it is to pick off those drop targets. I love that. Makes it feel like you've got sniping skill, but they're really just dead center.
Skill shot.
The Autobots discover a lagoon filled with electrum, an indestructible substance. Will the Decepticons steal it all for themselves? As we begin this episode of The Transformers.
Never meets those guys.
Playfield is now at 2x.
Ravage, prepare for battle. Operation Warfare.
Megatron is no more! I now lead the Decepticons. Hellish insects.
Still failed the mission, but still got it.
Decepticons, feast your eyes on your new leader.
Yeah, as far as 1980s afternoon or Saturday cartoons integration goes, this one's pretty good. Okay.
Super skill shot.
I do like that physical ball lock there in the middle.
Something is coming through the space bridge. High score.
Golden Lagoon Champion. I'll take it. I wonder if that's a new
Points
thing.
through tyranny. Better luck next time.
You did well.
Man, the voices and audio are just the best. I don't know. They're just the best. I'm going to sit for a minute. Oof. Say hi on my butt. So yeah, next game, I'm going to turn up my left flipper a hair. And I think the right one's good. I'm not having issues with... The only reason I might like to have the right flipper up, it might rip the center spinner like a little bit more, but Right now it's good. It's not doing too many air balls. I'm able to snipe Optimus pretty well. You know. Something on in the background. So yeah, next game I'm going to definitely try to work the left side of the playfield a little bit more. Turn up my right flipper. Or, sorry, left flipper. Shoot. So I haven't made any like preset adjustments or anything with this game yet. I'm just leaving it at standard, which I think is either easy or medium. So I haven't adjusted any of those main presets, but
One shall stand, one shall fall.
let's hop back into another game. Give my feet a little bit of a rest. It's always nice.
Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons, the Transformers. Autobots in disguise. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers.
Let's roll.
Let's roll.
Gun Grimlock, eat ball now.
Freaking hell. What's up? I'm just noticing Insanity Pinball rated. Thank you, my friend. What's up, Raiders?
You won't be safe next time.
Much appreciated, as always.
Join a race to raise money for charity.
Let's go.
But who will come out on top as we begin this episode of The Transformers?
This will make no difference.
That kind of irritates me. I'm having troubles with that one shot.
Shoot for Soundwave.
Over, you smell racist slowpokes!
Decepticons, retreat.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on now.
Keep up the collecting.
Jackpot is lit. Goodbye, friend. Goodbye.
Tech spec collected.
So Megatron now, before he shoots his cannon, takes a quick look around. I think that's new in today's code.
Shoot captive ball for playfield multiplier.
I do love how that's easy being right dead center. Jamming with the Autobots. What's up, a Pinjamin? Oh, are the toppers not even shipping yet? I thought they were. Or you just order them? Are they pre-order?
Skill shot. Card collected.
Autobots join a race to raise money for charity. But who will come out on top as we begin this episode of The Transformers?
One thing I'm noticing, because my playfield is, there's no wax, being it's a brand new game and a brand new... Usually I'll wax them on my first cleaning, but the ball, as soon as it hits the stand-up target in front of Megatron, it'll like spin and then go in anyway, which is kind of hilarious.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over.
You know what I might turn down is the slings. The slings are a little bit violent for no reason. What's up, Bill Dog? Nice to see you too. See you in the chat. There are, oh, right out of that drain. What's up, Goldhawk?
Autobots discover a lagoon filled with Electrum, an indestructible
Yeah, thank you for the
substance. Will the
subscription.
Decepticons
All the
keep
new
it all
subs
for
and follows today.
themselves?
Also, if you're a
As we
raider
begin
in
this
and you are
episode
not a
of
follower,
The
click that follow button. I
Transformers.
appreciate it. Appreciate. Yeah. Come on. I went between the drop targets and it bounced off the back. That Megatron. Come on.
Go for Dinobot Jackpot!
Lock one in sound
Decepticons
wave.
incoming. Autobots, transform and roll out. Transformers. Multiballs.
I was just gonna say there's not a lot of use of the shaker motor yet. But there it just totally shaked.
Blue Pinball is our newest follower. Welcome to the Grownup Adjacent community.
Thank
Blue
you.
Pinball.
Thank you for the follow, my friend. I appreciate it.
Time added.
Jackpot 2!
The Decepticons cannot be allowed to retrieve that extra ball.
Solano HCC is our newest follower. Welcome to the Grownup Adjacent community.
Thank you guys for the new
HCC.
follows. Got a buzz in between flippers, but did I just push a weird music button? Man, I'm pushing all the wrong buttons today. Just like corny. Listen to this. It's like
With my time.
porno / hold music. Here's like porno audition hold music. I'm trying to make my appointment for. Thank you for the likes and support on the face plays, Davidson and others. I appreciate it.
How can this be? Decepticons, retreat!
In the next episode of The Transformers.
Spend Energon to make mission easier.
Keep trying the harder mission. Even if I don't pass it, I feel like it's going to give me more score. There we go. I find this left metal ramp next to Grimlock like unusually challenging to hit. It reminds me almost like it feels almost identical to the Foo Fighters van metal ramp. Like it's right there in your face, so you think it should be easy, but it's not. And that shot that just rejected at the back, that's basically like the Jurassic Park tower shot, that one. It's the twin of it, which I also have troubles with rejects on. I mean, one thing is I think I'm central to the problem. I'm definitely a factor. My gameplay and skill level is definitely a factor here.
We must hurry.
On my back foot here.
5, 4,
Dino Jackpot is lit.
1. We are out of
Extra ball is lit. It's a very challenging extra ball. You gotta feed the upper flipper.
Major Brain is our newest follower. Welcome to the Grownup Adjacent community.
Thank
Major
you, my
Brain.
friend, for the new follow.
Card collected.
This is pretty much the normal time I stream. I've just fallen off schedule a little bit. So if you're raiding in or new to the channel, morning Pacific time I stream, but
Card collected.
keep up the collecting.
oh, yeah. Oh, what's up, Major Drain? Thank you for the follow, too. We must have got something, some sort of score.
Your name. I must have it.
I score number 2. I'll take it. Must be this pure soda stream water I'm amped on. But yes, Kelly, I did buy this one. I paid for it about a month ago, and then it just never came. It was like there was some delays in shipment.
By our side.
With an
And
LE,
for
you
the
have to
I'm
pay full
forever
price
grateful.
before they'll even ship it, which
Autobots,
I don't
a
love
great
them.
victory over the Decepticons.
I'm just gonna rest my feet for just a second.
Better luck next time.
We made a difference. That is all we can ask for.
So in between games, I'll tell you guys a little bit about, as I play more and more, I start to enjoy this game more and more because it looks easy. I feel like the first time I played it too, it felt easy. The game I played was probably dialed in, but I like how there are some really important shots that are not easy to hit. So, for example, this upper flipper, there's 3 shots or so that are very important to hit for mode starting. Cashing out, you got to hit Optimus in the shin pads. To lock a ball, get your extra ball, you got to hit this quite tight shot across here. And hitting it's sort of an orbit, you know, the right orbit that comes right back down toward the middle is again challenging. It's funny because the ramp that looks steep and hard as hell is actually not hard as hell. It is steep, but both flippers will feed it fine. You can feed it from the left. If you're about at the tip or halfway and you kind of like baseball hit it out of the air, you can hit that right ramp from the right flipper. Things I like, I love the drop targets. They make you feel like you're a sniper because you can hit any one of them, no problem, every time. I like that hitting Soundwave is a challenging shot, but it feels very repeatable. The pop bumper here and the sling, the extra sling up here, they both add an element of chaos, but without being as tragically chaotic as Fall of the Empire. Fall of the Empire, you actually had to turn down both of the pops. Again, it was, you get used to it, but yeah. So Kelly, I don't know. I mean, you're not wrong. There is a lot of inserts, especially like it's telling you all the different modes here and then the different mini wizards there. And there is definitely a lot. There's no shortage on inserts. And but talking about inserts, I do like that they stuck to their big triangle inserts. I do like that. It is very obvious what you're supposed to shoot at, even though some of the shots are hard to hit. And again, when you need to like cash out, if that's what you call it, and hit Optimus, it's very doable. One of my friends said they were getting on the version they played regularly, they were getting a lot of air balls. I'm not getting a disproportionate amount of air balls. Anytime in any game where there's drop targets front and center, you're going to get air balls. It's just part of it. One other place I got a few air balls was off of Optimus's feet or shin pads. When you directly hit Optimus from the upper right flipper or the right flipper at the bottom, it can tend to kind of fly up. But and so Kelly also, I wouldn't say that the playfield may appear crowded, especially now when I look up at my camera view. When you're playing it, it feels very open. This does feel very open from a player standpoint. The wire forms where the balls come across from the shots, they kind of disappear. So there's no like visually crowded things, but Thorbon says, you get air balls all the time hitting the drop targets. The middle of the playfield looks like a golf ball at the bar. That is, I'm hoping I can, I'm hoping mine doesn't end up like that, but you know what? Stranger Things is like that because of the jump ramp. I do feel like some of the playfields are a little softer these days. One interesting thing about Barrels of Fun playfields, they are, in my opinion, whatever they do is somehow different. Maybe I'm not alone, but it's like there's like a 1/4 inch of freaking clear coat or epoxy. It's really noticeable playing my first Barrels of Fun game that I also just got, which was Winchester. The ball rolls smoother and skips around faster, and I have no dimpling after about 30 games on my Winchester. So that's interesting. Something's different. Maybe it's just my copy. Maybe it's just the wood or the humidity when they built the games. And Rex, what's up? Thorbon, what's up? Welcome in, everybody. And the new followers today. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, I'm going to hop back in. So EPS is my friend Eden. He hopped on this game. He'd never played it, and he delivered the game, and he GC'd it, and I haven't caught him yet. Mind you, he's a world champion, and I'm a basement pinball guy, so that's what you get. But yeah, anyways, just catching up in the chat. I'm gonna roll a few more games here. I'm just gonna check on my phone. I know I have my wife wants. We're doing some dinner out or something, and she did tell me what time, but I know I listen. Oh yeah, not till later. All right, sweet. So I'm going to keep streaming for a bit, but just reading the chat. So Thorbon says the one you play is a pro model. It's probably one of the first machines made. The one at the bar. Guessing they work out the kinks before premium and LE. Actually, yeah. So I think when they made Transformers, they flipped the script. For Pokemon, the LEs were made first. And I think they flipped it back to the way it used to be with Transformers. I think two things about that. I think it's excellent that the operators get their games first. We need to get the operators. I'm a collector, home person, but I see the need to have good games in arcades if we want to grow this thing we do. I'm telling you, it's more important than keeping arcades being a thing is mandatory. We got to do our part. Kelly, also, I think there's 15 games in here right now, but if you ask my wife, there's 6. But yeah, it is getting a little crowded, and I might peel a few off. I always say that, but I don't know. We'll see.
Robots in disguise.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Stream looks good. I appreciate that. I might do a bit of every time I think about like doing a full scene redesign on my stream, I get like the odd compliment, and then I'm like, nah, I'm gonna leave it as it is for a while. But Oh, Kelly, you have 225. Okay, well then I'm going to use that story tonight to support my argument with my wife to keep them coming. I'm just reading the chat. Rex says Barrels has a physical divider between manufacturing line and the CNC machines throwing out sawdust. Not sure about Stern. Well, actually, yeah, I was there, Rex. I saw what you're talking about. One of the minor pieces of feedback from a manufacturing and safety standpoint and all that, I think that any place that handles dust needs to have no dust on the floor. You need your dust control to be working well enough that you should never have dust anywhere from the CNC or your prototyping or your metal shops. But I think also, though, I don't think Stern does a lot of their wood manufacturing there. I think it's done elsewhere and assembled there. But also, but talking about Barrels of Fun, I have a video that I just haven't published yet on a great tour. You get to see an after hours tour of Barrels of Fun when Bon Jovi's on the line, Dune's on the line, and Winchester's there as well. So I should drop that. I'll probably publish it tomorrow. It's ready to go. It's just a walk around tour and
Help Grimlock smash!
But again, Kelly, I appreciate the support and the compliments. Those are the non-monetary little things that, you know, keep me doing this and, you know, spending time tweaking things and buying extra lenses and stuff. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons, the Transformers. The Transformers, more than meets the eye. The Transformers.
Okay.
Where is that traitor Starscream?
Skill shot.
I will win by any means.
Shoot again.
This won't help. You are destined to fail. Neutralize enemies.
Let's get some ball control here. I do need to put some wax on this, but I'm used to a mildly waxed playfield, but I saw the ball catch a spin up there and just curve. I like it. I like the playfield to have a little bit of a, sometimes a bit of Novus 1 is enough to get that little sliding, but oh, shoot.
Skill shot.
Irish Luck, yeah, I'll check that out. I saw Cool Toy had posted some pictures. Cool Toy's another like inspiring content creator. Really nice dude. Has
All saved.
helped me out with a few things and
All saved.
shiznit. It might still come out Irish Luck. You never know. I thought it was a little, I mean, it's a little strange they just dropped it and, or just released the Pokemon. I didn't hear anything about it.
Grimlock getting mad.
collected.
See, just like
Rumble, frenzy, ravage,
after I play X-Men for a while, even some of the totally random obscure shots, they just start to work. But what's up? Next Plat says, loved my Bon Jovi review so much you bought one. Well, there you go. I appreciate that. You should tell David Van Ness that, and he'll be happy to have me back. But yeah, truly with Bon Jovi, like it was never a theme that spoke to me, and but it was undeniably a gorgeous pin in person. And the thing that really made me have fun playing Bon Jovi was the shots. The shots and layout felt like they were so refined, and
This'll ground you for good, Laserbeak.
but music pins aren't for everybody. That's
for the Decepticons.
I get that, but
Dino targets activated.
Good work, Dinobots. Now follow me.
In the next episode of The Transformers.
But yeah, if it next plot, if you like Bon Jovi music, you will enjoy Bon Jovi the Pinball Machine. The music placement is great. It's a fun one.
This will make things a lot easier.
I might get one. I'm kind of overextended with pinball machines right now. That was strange.
Take it easy, everyone. Deep call. Shoot, Jackpot. And there goes any hope of defeating me.
I would go as far as saying that the middle of the playfield probably could use some Mylar. Oh, Irish Luck. Yeah, so you like Bon Jovi music. The operator you trade with, HP with, does not like Bon Jovi.
Enter your initials.
So I'll kind of retell the story because it is a good case study for all of us. But two of the people I was traveling with to Southern Fried Gaming Expo,
Better luck next time.
they were adamant that Bon Jovi would be the last pinball machine they bought on the face of the earth. Hell no, no chance, not a chance. Like, though, I paraphrasing what they said. Then they're in the Barrels Reserve Club because they own a Dune. And then when they played it, I'm pretty sure they are buying one. So that was the case study in, even if you're not a Bon Jovi person. So actually, when I got home from that trip, I knew I was probably going to need to buy a Bon Jovi. I was going to talk myself into it. So I've been listening to the Bon Jovi playlist, and like, of course, we all know those songs, even though I'm slightly younger than that generation by about 4 or 5 years. You still know all the songs because they're on the radio. They're in every movie. They're in hockey games. Bon Jovi is going to be a fun one. I think whoever buys Bon Jovi will enjoy it, but it did have, for an early release, the code was pretty good. Kelly bought one as well. Next Plat bought one. I do think it's gonna sell out, and I'm not surprised it's gonna take a little bit because everyone knows there's an Elwyn release on the horizon. Spooky's probably gonna have some banger of a game coming out, and a bunch of good stuff has just come out, and a bunch of good stuff just shipped. So it's not just the releases that just happened, but those home collectors that a year ago bought, or 8 months ago bought their Winchester, their Beetlejuices, they're all arriving right now. So that is another reason why Bon Jovi, I think, didn't sell out immediately, because everyone just got a new pinball machine. A lot of those boutique buyers just got theirs. Or yeah, like Kelly said, you know, a lot of people are in on Yukon Yeti. A lot of people are in on Circus Voltaire. I know some people that have bought a Galactic Tank Force like remaster version. So Kelly asked in the chat, do I like Sonic? I feel like I should share my honest review about Sonic. I think it is a gorgeous game. It's super fast. I think it's a great, I think they did a great job presenting Sonic as a theme. All I've seen is a early code release. Like the code to me feels a little early for a JJP game. Usually they're like 1.0. They're very, very good. I think the code has a little bit to go, but I'm not complaining. It's on par with other releases for code. But for me, Sonic the theme just didn't hit as hard as I thought it would. And but I went and played one. I drove 3 hours to play one. I drove all the way to Seattle, took my family to the Seattle Pinball Museum and played it. But actually, probably the deciding factor for me not getting Sonic was my wife and daughter didn't like it. And they're part of my team here, okay? So, but I do think I've played it now. I've played 4 different machines of Sonic. I played 3 at Southern Fried and 1 in Seattle. I think it's going to be a good machine. I think the upper playfield is very innovative. The one thing that I'm really starting to look for in games is the music and the video and the shots. Like, it needs to do those 3 things for me personally. Theme also is a huge factor, but Sonic the theme was it was okay, but there's 0 excitement over the music for me, 0 excitement for the video, and the shots were quite good. The graphics and lighting were, of course, gorgeous for JJP. Their games look gorgeous. There's plenty of value in the mechs in the game. It was fast as hell. It's mean. It looks easy and it's not. But I'm not going to get a Sonic again. I'm overextended. I got a bunch of irons on the fire and not a lot of room, actually. So I had a deposit on Sonic, but I don't anymore. I was able to get rid of my deposit on Sonic, but I do think that if anyone loves Sonic and they want a JJP, it's a good game. I think Harry Potter was a little better because it also ticked a bunch of those boxes we talked about. It's got movie stuff going on. It's hard, but has good value in there. I actually played at a place called Joysticks in Houston as well. We played Sonic. We played quite a few games there. My friend is getting a Sonic and putting it at an anime bar, I believe, in Houston. I think that's where it's going to go. So it's not a bad game. I just personally, I'm not going to get one right now, unless I peel off a few of these games. But I don't know.
Do not look to others for the inner strength you already possess.
But for me, always remember, like, anyone that talks about games they like or they bought, there is bias there. Personal bias is, I think, healthy in the hobby. Bias because you have a relationship with the companies, that's the worst. And you guys should all be looking for that. Keep your eye out for bias from people that work or are connected to a company. You want impartial bias. You know, subjective opinions are good. And actually, Kelly asked also, so why did you want Transformers? Did you play it first? Transformers was an extremely unique case. I probably would have bought Transformers after I played it, knowing that Stern is always basically ready when they say they are. But I went to the Stern Media Day for Transformers, and I played it, touched it, saw it, and it was an immediate one that I wanted. So... and I just was going to get the premium, but like I said earlier today, my powder coat guy stopped doing powder coat. He's like, it's too much work. I'd have to charge you too much. So I ended up biting the bullet and I got the LE. You know, I was also worried about the lighting being in stock, because when I was buying the premium, there was like no signs of when the interior lighting or the speaker lighting was coming out. So that's partly why I bought the LE for Transformers. Actually, my friend kind of talked me into it too. I'll be honest. I went to the Stern Media Day with my friend Henry, Dustin Echoes Pinball, and he's like, oh, it's a no-brainer, LE all the way. He's like, it's a souvenir from the best trip of my life, like something like that. I'm like, yeah, I agree. And then I couldn't nod at that point. Anyways, but
Grimlock hungry.
And also, there's something worth being said that no pinball machine is perfect. And one thing I'm going to start to try to do is, if I have 10 nice things to say, I'm definitely going to say the 2 things I don't like about a game. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But in talking about Bon Jovi, if there's 2 things I didn't like about it, I would have loved it if it was Green Day or if it was Nirvana. But the fact is, they did an awesome job with that particular band.
Me Grimlock have idea.
What's up, Papa the Guy? Embrace the Jovi. Yeah. I will probably end up ordering one, but I'm gonna wait a bit.
Traitor Starscream.
Skill shot.
Prepare for flight.
Do not worry. I have you. The Autobots need Energon to function. The Decepticons need Energon to conquer.
But yeah, Papa the Guy talking about the back glass on Bon Jovi. Actually, it didn't bother me. It's funny. I obviously love artwork. I was a graphic designer in my 20s for 10 years. Also, by the way, I was a graphic designer and I'm not afraid of the spell checker or AI. So fight me. I did it for work and I don't give a fuck. Anyways, the Bon Jovi back glass didn't bother me. I just thought, well, they must have had a style guide. You know, they probably had. Plus, what do you do if you're like the manufacturer and you hire Johnny Crap, who's a great artist, and then if it's not is there even an opportunity to say I didn't like it? I don't know. Shit.
There is still a chance.
As I'm taking shots in this game today too, I want to talk about a few things I really like about it. After a few hours on this game, I'm really starting to be able to hit shots when I want to. And if you're talking about how the difficulty level feels, the difficulty level feels identical to Jurassic Park. I'll be completely honest. It feels very similar to Jurassic Park for difficulty. So, looks easy but isn't. But what's up, Zydeco Wookie? So you know what else is funny? And I did talk about this earlier, but there's a lot of people that have just come to the stream. There's at least 8 or 10 tracks in this game too. I know because my YouTube flagged all of them for my other stream. And they're kind of like that music score, orchestral
Skill shot.
music. So I like it. I like that. Oh,
expert card.
I gave all the trust to the center post there.
The next episode of The Transformers.
Yeah, I want to
Mission
finish. I want to
energized.
finish again. I'm gonna try to finish a mode. Oh, that was oh my god, that's a clip. That was like a 3 in a row dig. I hope I clipped that, but there it is. If you can't have fun playing pinball, laughing with or at yourself, getting cheeky with that center post now.
Shut up, Megatron.
I tried it again, but anyways. I was just gonna say, Kidano, like I never trust a center post ever. I feel like my center post in Kong just never freaking works. So anyways, I don't know. I know they're probably all in the exact same freaking spot.
Starscream, do something. I could do this all day long.
Man, I want to have a Zoom meeting with that guy and just talk to him and ask him questions about his day. Anyways, yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Papa Jagai, do you mean for up here? Yeah, I know that right now, yeah, I'll probably look that up. Did you mention that yesterday? Someone mentioned it yesterday, I think. But sometimes if the ball comes across that wire form, it won't bump off properly. It'll fall and just get stuck. So I took a picture yesterday, but that might be exactly what you're talking about. But you know what else I don't have on this machine is sliders. So it's moving more like I'm at an arcade. So I'm putting all my gusto into it and it's not sliding whatsoever. But anyways, that's not a complaint. That's just what I'm saying. But anyways, I also want to say thank you to the new followers today, viewers that have come in from other raids or watching on different places. My schedule has been a bit chaotic as far as live streaming this summer, so I apologize if I'm not on when I'm supposed to be on. I try to stream each day once or twice. I think we'll be back on track. But anyways.
Has anyone seen Mirage?
So Talos, I always put rubber feet on the back and sliders on the front. So the whole machine doesn't go for a walk, but I'm able to nudge a little bit and then recenter it a little bit. I might move everything fully, but you never know. But yeah. One second here. Dun, 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 dun. Well, Documengineer. So I'm not really into like shooting sports or anything anymore that much, but it was the therapy of cleaning your tools, and then when you play after, it just plays so much better. It's the same, isn't it? I think it's exactly the same. Even just going through with the glass off and looking for that thing that's loose, giving it a real clean, getting in everywhere, then running a wax. I don't know. I love it. I agree, Documengineer.
Has anyone seen Ruler?
than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons, the Transformers.
I have to relog back into my bot.
More than meets the eye. The Transformers.
I am Optimus Prime.
Thorvon 3 is our newest follower. Welcome to the Grownup Adjacent community.
Thank you,
Thorvon
Thorvon.
3.
Much appreciated, my friend, for the new follow.
There is more to you than meets the eye. Do not worry.
Talos subscribed to the channel for 1 month.
There we go. Thank you, Talos, for the sub or resub. I appreciate it very much. See, that was a right flipper, right ramp. So just goes to show you can hit the huge right flipper from the right. Anyways, I should stop that.
This will only prolong your defeat.
That not hurt Grimlock.
So I'm a huge fan of K Daniel. Thank you for the sub on the tubes, my friend. I appreciate it.
Begin this episode of the Transformers.
I think that every game needs to have 4 outside shots that are easy to hit. That's how I measure all games. Daniel Morphin, what's up, my friend? I always think like Steve Ritchie's games always had those like 4 big, repeatable, approachable, long, flowing shots. This definitely has a nice big right ramp and a pretty tight far right semi-orbit. However, the left side shots are not, I mean, maybe I just got to work on them, but they're not as flowy. They're definitely repeatable, but they're, as I said earlier, this game is definitely
Skill shot.
maybe I'll get better. Maybe I just need to get good. But it looks easier than it is. It looks easier than it is. But it is fun. Shiznit. I don't know what you mean, Talos. Do I have deflectors? What am I thinking about? Talos, where are the deflectors you're talking about? For stand-ups? No, I don't, actually. I didn't know those were a thing yet. You mean for in front of Optimus? It doesn't. I haven't had to do that too many times.
Card collected.
That was a first time that ball lock has rejected me.
They're stealing all the energon.
right out of
Captive
the.
ball for playfield
That was another
multiplier.
digging it out. I shouldn't say digging her out. That's not what I meant to say. That would not be a family-friendly thing to say.
Get more points. 2x scoring.
Yeah, Talos, I'll check that out. I need to do some pinside shopping. Actually, I need to put in an order at Pinball Life too. There are quite a few little things I need. Little like volume switches. I like a front mount volume switch.
Wow, super skill shot.
A new skill shot animation as well. But
Something is coming through the space bridge.
Decepticon text spread card collected.
I feel like something needs to go there. But you feel like something needs to prevent those air balls. We talk about air balls and they appear.
What does the decoder reveal?
It's funny. It wasn't until like right now that I realized how small Optimus's arms truly look. So someone had a mod today.
As I expected.
Someone had a mod today on Pinball Mods Facebook group. Anyways, it was a bigger Optimus that had a gun. Is that cool? I don't know. I should check that out too. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, overall, I have positive vibes with my Transformers. I'm actually a little surprised. Usually, like my hype is related to like immediate shiny and flashy, but the nostalgia injection is real with this one. Well, Talos, that's the thing too. Like you guys have seen on this channel, like I don't do a lot of mods because I know the price adds up very quickly. I see value in like speaker lighting or the cabinet lighting for Spike 2 games. I definitely mod those factory mods. I put Ball Baron balls in all of my machines, ninja balls from Ball Baron or Polaris balls in games with magnets. I buy them direct from Ball Baron. So shout out to Ball Baron, veteran owned company. Buy those balls. But like as far as adding a bunch of 3D mechs and stuff, or sorry, 3D sculpts and that, I just know it can add up so quickly. So I haven't done a lot of it, but I have talked to Stumbler about possibly doing a bit of a, I don't know, doing something with them, but maybe buying a bunch of mods, put them on the games, show them off, something. I don't know. My friend Dustin Echoes has all of the Stumbler mods on his Godzilla. My God, is it gorgeous. They're the next level. Honestly, they're mods. I know there are other good ones too, but
Me Grimlock. Wanna play?
Legs are getting a little sore.
The Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. The Transformers. The Transformers, more than meets the eye.
The funny thing is the theme music hasn't driven me nuts yet. You know what I mean? mean? Like,
I'm Optimus Prime.
sometimes I'll play Foo Fighters for an hour and like the music drives me freaking crazy, even though I love Foo Fighters. When I was in Houston for a couple days, a couple weeks ago, I went to Eureka Heights and I played. Eureka Heights Brewing has an excellent selection of modern pinball games, mostly moderns actually.
To siphon all energy from the sun.
And I played.
Stop this insidious plan in time.
I played around 7 games on Looney Tunes.
The Transformers.
That's a game that, I don't know, it gets a lot of flack, but it had some fun theme integration. Oh, shiznit. I haven't had that destroy me yet. But... yeah, Rex, I was at, I forgot, are you from, yeah, you're from that area. I also did a little bit more video from Eureka Heights, but it started to get busy when I was there, and I don't like to film when I have to ask everyone. And I was just doing like a little bit of social media film, not like camera gear, but you know what I mean? It got really busy really quick, so I didn't feel comfortable filming at Eureka Heights, and I couldn't find a manager to ask. So, you know what I mean? I try to be very respectful when I'm at a location. And but yeah, I plugged in. You know how you get a deal when you put in.
Stand together.
So Eureka Heights has card readers to play their games, like credit card readers. And there's a deal, like if you put in $3, you get 5 credits or something like that. Anyways, I did that on Looney Tunes, but I kept getting replay awards. And so I ended up playing like 7 or 8 long games on Looney Tunes. And I enjoyed it, actually. I started to be able to hit all the shots, which is...
You'll be sorry.
What's your home spot? Well, Rex, if there was locations like Eureka Heights near me, I would not own pinball machines. Like, it is absolutely that case study of if you have pinball nearby, you don't need to buy a machine. It is, they've got so many good modern games there, quite well maintained. Yeah, they've got like 10 spookies, I think, or 8. But for me, actually, that was part of the reason why I ended up buying machines for my house. Was the closest arcade is 20 minutes away. Maybe not the greatest games. But then the furthest, then the next set is an hour away. And it's sometimes like the not safest part of town to want to hang out with, not want to take my daughter. It's changed a bit recently. There's some new spots, but that's why I became a home collector, because there wasn't a place like Eureka Heights near me. So that's my excuse
This will
too.
only prolong your defeat.
Mambo, laser beam, ravage, prepare for battle, operation warfare.
So yeah, you guys, Talos and Rex, you might know my friend Henry De Barando. He's from Houston and plays at Eureka Heights, plays at Einstein's. We went to Einstein's second location too when I was there. And I'm not trying to like, you know, suck up to you guys, but I love Houston. I'm going to be back 3 or 4 times a year. Mainly because I have a really good friend in town now, but TPF in Houston, I'll be there. And also I'm going to try to go on the way to Southern Friday. Fly into Houston and then fly to Atlanta with my friend Henry. kind of a little bit of autopilot as I get used to the shots in this game. Sure, yeah, Rex, or Instagram or Facebook I monitor quite a bit too. But yeah, I will.
Perhaps we can use the space bridge to our advantage.
Shit. Sure, yeah. Shoot me a message.
Jack, can you
Connect.
make out what this
Connected.
says?
Better luck next time.
Rex, either or will come through, I think. But. I hear a door creaking behind me. Hold on, I was like, what? When? Soon? Okay. Okay. Well, one of my managers / roommates is telling me to wrap it up. My daughter, Pinball Rose, is here. Pinball Rose is telling me it's time to wrap it up. We're going out for wings, I guess, and but yeah, anyways, I hope you guys have fun for the rest of your evening. I appreciate all the people that raided in from other channels today. I got a bunch of new followers. I appreciate you. We are so close to 800. If you're not a follower and you're in the chat right now, I've got 5 away from 800. So on Twitch anyway. New subs on YouTube as well, and follows on Facebook. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Not sure what game will be on tomorrow. Maybe this again. I'm having a hell of a fun time playing this game, honestly. John is not in Houston. John's in the Tennessee region. I won't dox him and tell you where, but I'm just kidding. John's gonna go to Houston one way or another. We're gonna get John to Houston for one of those shows, TPF or Houston. But the rest of you too, you know, I mean, if we're going to a show, you'll hear me talk about it for months and then we'll be there. So come say hi. I'm just gonna see if anyone we know. So what is Jared and is Jared and Joel on tonight? By the way, I'm gonna raid over to Wild Dog because I love Wild Dog. They're such cool dudes. They're very supportive and help me learn a lot. And so if you don't follow Wild Dog, follow them when you get there. But they've been very good gentlemen to me. So. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for the follows and subs wherever you are. If you're not in our Facebook group for Grownup Adjacent, you need to join. You must. Go over and follow me and I'll send you an invite, or I think it's publicly findable. It is a private group, but it is, we get a good chat going in there pretty much every day. And, dun, 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 dun. All right, my people, I will catch you on the next stream. Thank you again for coming to hang out. I sincerely appreciate the company and the chat and the chatter and the questions. And yeah, it's a good part of my day. I'm going to raid over to Wild Dog. These are good dudes.
All right, 5 balls of logs. Jackpot builds. Bring it on, baby. the jackpot builds, and we got a raid. Oh no!
I guess my multi-ball starts when I drain.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we go.
Well, I have a 5-ball multi-ball. So,
Welcome in, Raiders. Welcome in. You've just joined us while we're playing brand new game code, and Gary got actually to one of the new modes that just came out with that update. So
Pikachu versus Lucario.
Your timing is impeccable. So welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Irish Luck. I don't know if it was Cool Toy that we got it from, but we saw on naparcade.org some photos of the Costco home pin.
Oh, it's been all over the internet. Yeah.
I was gonna say we talked a little bit about it earlier.
The owners forum showed them off first. So somebody posted in the owners forum, some friend of theirs took the pictures. Whoa.
Yeah, but we're I guess